If you guys are interested in finding out how to make a piggy bank, a letter piggy bank using your xTool S1 or a diode laser, stay tuned. You're in xTool Creative Space. What you're going to do is you're going to go to the text, click on the text, and type in whatever letter you want. And then I'm going to go up here to the fonts, and I'm going to change this to Modak. So you choose whichever font you want, but you want to just get one that's very thick. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to change the settings so I can make this in inches. And then I want this to be, I'm going to make it 8.5. Then I'm going to select this letter and I'm going to do outline. And then I'm going to make this outline 0.375. Okay, then from here, I'm just going to copy the outline, paste it, and paste it. So this is going to be the piece for the back, and this is going to be the piece for the front piece that I'm going to show you I'm going to use. Since I have a diode laser, I can't cut clear acrylic or anything like that. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to use for this part. So I'm going to use some transparency film. So I'm just going to take that back piece and I'm going to trace it on there, and I'm just going to cut it out by hand. And then so that'll be a front and a back piece for there. And then for the middle piece, I'm going to select both this outline and the original text. And I'm going to go up here and I'm going to do subtract and overlap. So now this changes it to just be able to cut out this outline here. So then I'm going to copy this 2 more times. Copy. Paste. And like I'm making this piggy bank big enough, but then also small enough to fit on this transparency film. So the height and the width on here is 8.5 by 11. So just a regular piece of US letter paper or copy paper. So I just want to make sure that the letters will fit in there. So in this case, it's only just below 8. So that should be more than enough room. All right, so I have the copies of these. Those are 2 copies. And then what I want to do now is I want to take this one piece and I'm going to get a rectangle, and I'm just going to make a little slot for the coins. So you can make it as big or as small as you want. It's up to you. So for this rectangle here, I want to make the width about 1.5. So 1.5 inches. And then I'm just going to put the slot to be right here. So you can put the slot wherever you want. So then you're going to highlight both of these, and then you're going to do right here. You're going to do subtract. So that way you have that slot right there so you can put your coins in. Okay, so then the next thing I'm going to do is I want to make sure these ones are set to cut. So all these are set to cut. I want to make sure also up here that my material is set to 3mm basswood plywood, because that's what I'm going to be using. So then I have my back pieces here. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to design my front piece here. So I'm just going to move these all out of the way here, and then this piece right here, this last piece, is going to be the piece that I'm going to put a design on, and it's going to be the ultimate top of the piggy bank. So my son already let me know what he wanted, so I went online and I found him a little design that he likes. So you guys can insert whatever design that you want or any image you want. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this image that I have and I'm going to do an outline on it because it can only be engraved. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to change my settings back to millimeters because I want it to be very small. And then I am going to outline this one. I'm going to do unchecked add inner outline because I want it to just be the outside, and I'm going to change this number to 1. Confirm. And so then I am then going to take this image here. So if you look at it, I'm going to put it into engrave. I'm going to move this one out of the way for now. Okay, so then I'm going to get these two and I'm going to organize this in a way excuse me, that I think looks the best. So I think I kind of like it touching like this. All right, so we'll go like that. Then I'm going to highlight both pieces and I'm going to go up here and I'm going to do unite because I want them to become one piece. So then now you can see that it's one piece. So then I'm going to take this piece here and then I'm just going to add it back on here. So what I have to do is I need to go here and I'm going to do bring to the front so that it's in the front. And then I'm going to add that there. Line it up as best as I can. All right, so that looks good to me. So then that's going to be the front piece. All right, so let's head over to the laser engraver. Okay, so I grabbed 4 pieces of my 3mm basswood plywood. I'm going to put the first piece on there now. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my laser over top. I'm going to do the same process for all 4 pieces. So you're just going to have to do this 4 different times. So now I'm going to make sure my laser engraver is connected. And then I'm going to hit this auto measure button here. This measures the distance from the material to your laser. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this mark processing area. I'm going to hit rectangle, start marking. And then over and on the honeycomb in my S1, I'm going to do the top left corner. And then if you see the button here is blue, I'm going to hit that. It's going to mark that first corner. Okay, and then I'm going to come down here to the bottom right corner. And then I'm going to mark that one. So let me get you guys closer so you can see. And then I'm going to hit that same button here. It's going to mark that one. Then in xTool Creative Space, you can see that it marked the area. I'm going to do end marking, done. So basically this gives me the area that's going to be where I need to put my design. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut that back one out first so that we can trace it, and then I'll set up the other ones to be cut out, okay? So let's go here. I'm going to group this together so I can move it and it stays in one piece. Move that out of the way. I'm also going to set this to ignore, so I'm going to push this to make sure the output's not there. And then I'm just going to move all these other pieces out of the way because I just want to have that one back piece. Let's see here, this one. Okay, so I am going to put that on there. I'm going to try to use the least amount of space as possible so that I have extra room for other projects. So I'm just going to try to put it up here in the corner so it doesn't use that much material. I'm going to leave this on output, and then I'm just going to highlight the rest of these just to make sure. And I'm going to make sure they're all on ignore. Go here. So this is set to cut. I usually have to have mine do 2 passes with my basswood plywood, so I'm just going to put 2 for this. And I'm going to close the lid, go to process, and then it says it's going to take 3 minutes, so I'm just going to hit start. All right, so once you hit start in xTool Creative Space, what you want to do is you want to hit this button here. All right, so it's going to cut that first piece out. It's going to get a little loud because I put my IF2 on, and as you can see, it's like sucking that smoke out right out the back. So I love having this new IF2 inline filter. Okay, so that first piece is done. So we're gonna go trace this piece out of the, what's it called? The transparency film. And then I'm just gonna have the other pieces going while we do that. All right, so this is the transparency film I got. I got this off of Amazon a while ago. So we're just gonna use this as a part to keep the coins in so they don't come out. So I'm just gonna put that there. And I'm gonna put this on there and I'm going to trace it and then just cut it out with some scissors. So I'm just gonna go through and I'm just gonna trace this whole thing around and then I'll show you how I cut it out. Okay, so I have it all traced. So I don't know if you guys can see it. Let's see if I can get it closer. You can kind of see it, barely. All right, but if you can see it, let me see if I can get, put this behind it maybe. That's not helpful. Let's see, let me get a piece of white paper to see if I can show you guys that way. Alright, so this one here. Now you can see it. So I'm gonna just cut that part out. So like I said, I'm just gonna take some scissors and then I'm just gonna cut along the lines here and then I'll show you guys what it looks like when I'm done. Alright, so I have that part all cut out. So as you can see, I changed the setting to 100 power, 8 speed, 1 pass, and it's now cutting it all out just in 1 pass, so that saves some time. So I just wanted to show you guys that. Okay, so we have 4 of the pieces done right now. Don't have the top piece yet, but it's okay. So what we're gonna do is, I'll just show you guys. You'll put this piece first, and you can paint this piece, and then you can put this piece second, then this piece third, then you'll put your transparency film, and then you're just gonna glue those all on with any type of glue that you see fit. I'll show you the kind of glue that I'm gonna use once I get to that part. And then once the last piece is done, we'll put that on. So I'm gonna have my son paint this part at the bottom so he can pick the color he likes, and then we'll get back to it. All right, so here's the design. What were you saying you're gonna do with it?
I'm gonna paint the whole thing green, and then I'm gonna wait for the green to dry. And once it dries, I'm gonna draw a Pokeball.
All right. Oh. All right, so right now it's still working on doing the engraving part. So let's see how long we have left. It says we have 25 minutes left. All right, so it looks like it's almost done engraving. All right, he is excited.
Here it is.
So it's just cutting out the E right now. It's looking like it's cutting around the design here. All right. All right. Almost done.
So they're allowed to see through the phone, actually, on the engraver?
Yeah, they can.
Without getting their eyes hurt?
Nope, it's just the phone.
The phone will get its eyes hurt?
No.
Here it is. Here it comes. Here it comes.
All right, for the big reveal. All right, just push it back. Yep, there you go. Yo, that looks good. All right, so there is that piece. There's the front piece, and then you can have it painted however you want. You can use the paint colored markers, the permanent paint color markers. And so we're gonna put it together. All right.
Look at mine.
So now just coloring it with the permanent Sharpie, different colors. It's looking good, bub.
Thank you.
All right, so my son finished painting it how he wanted it. So we're just gonna put everything together using this glue right here. It's E6000. It says clear and it's flexible glue. All right, so the first piece, like I said again, will be this piece here. Then the second piece will be the piece with the slot in it. So we're just gonna glue the piece on here, and then we'll just do each layer. All right, so that's the first layer there. Just making sure everything is lined up and everything is flush. All right, so then the next one will be this layer. So this one doesn't have the cutout in there. So you're just gonna glue that one down next. All right, so then the next one will be gluing the transparent film down. So you're just gonna put that one on next. And just try to stay on the edges when you glue. So I'm just gonna glue a little bit directly on here, and then I'm gonna try to line this up as best as possible. All right, so I got that piece on. And then lastly, we're just gonna put this top piece on. And then I'll show you guys putting some coins in. All right, so that's it. Super cute. Can put some coins in there. I got a bunch of coins. I guess I didn't really need to get that many. I just wanted to show you guys. All right, so you can see that there's a little piggy bank. All right. So you can fill it up with a bunch of coins and then just get the coins out this way. But yeah, that's it. He loves it. I love how he put his own design in there. So he made like a little Pokeball. And so I think it looks great. So if you guys are interested in making your own piggy bank and you want to just use your dial laser, you can definitely do it. All you need is a few of these materials that I have in here. So I will link them down in the description. Take care. Stay blessed. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Bye.